I used to be happy. I don't know what's wrong with myself.
Right. So today, we're diving into some of the most emotionally manipulative, cringe-inducing content that I've ever seen. So before we begin, I'm just casually scrolling through and I see this title, Creepy Masked Figure Takes a Man from Behind. And I'm thinking to myself, what am I thinking? You know what I mean? I did in fact misread that. It says, takes a man from his bed. That would have for sure been a very different type of scenario. For a second, I did think to myself that this guy had completely pivoted into a totally different type of content. Though honestly, and I am being honest, it wouldn't even surprise me at this point. Welcome to the most emotionally diabolical corner of the internet. So, what are we looking at here? This is a whole genre of content where creators perform the most devastating, traumatic, emotional scenarios that you could ever imagine. They do this for views, for engagement, and not many other reasons other than that, I wouldn't imagine, other than digital sympathy, it seems. And there are two main offenders, and we'll be discussing those offenders today. Trust me, progressively, this gets more and more unhinged as we go along. So make sure you stick around. So the first guy, Saunders. Lewis specializes in devastating tragedies. This man wakes up every single morning and chooses emotional warfare. So, can I just point out here, we've seen two very short clips of this guy, and he's already gone through more trauma than a victim of a flipping Saw film, bruv. If you ever think you're having a bad day, just remember to yourself, Lewis was once trapped in a cave recording a goodbye message to his dad. And then not that long after that, he wakes up from a coma. Completely different incident, by the way. Only to realize that his entire family have died in a car crash. Speechless. And I can't lie though, he's holding his phone.
I know, I promised you I was coming home.
Obviously, because he's filming himself. Surely you'd ring 999 before recording your final monologue, Lewis. Well, so why does it look like he's been crying for 6 business days? What's going on? It looks like he's rubbed Frank's hot sauce in his eyes. Every single video. The frothing at the mouth though, the frothing is what gets me, you know. Brother, we don't need to see your mouth filled with saliva in 4K HDR. This is not what we signed up for, bro.
You all think that girl's so strong, but I don't think you fucking get it.
Right, before we get into Lewis's cinematic universe of trauma, let me introduce you to one other guy. Emotions in Life is what he calls himself. And you're about to see why.
She's losing herself, bit by bit, every day, and no one even knows.
Before we go any further though, why has everybody suddenly got a Bristol farmer type accent nowadays? Like, what's happening with that?
She always puts on an act so no one worries about her.
Maybe this is Mr. Greedy's dad.
The gender pay gap makes me sick, that's what I told her. I'm just trying to smash right now like a boulder.
Maybe that explains it.
She has functional depression.
What? To be honest, my guy, I'd have functional depression if your content regularly popped up on my FYP. His daughter died. That's going to become a common theme. You'll start to notice. Another day, another devastating tragedy for a man like Saunders. I wonder if this guy does funerals. Literally, he is in his element whenever tragedy is involved. Like,
I used to be so fucking happy. I used to be happy. I don't know what's wrong with myself.
So, back to Emotions in Life. My guy delivers every single line like he's narrating the script for one of those tragic charity adverts, bro.
I used to be so pure-hearted. That all changed, and I became quiet, unhappy, tired all the fucking time.
The thing is as well, like he regularly, like the irony of it all, he regularly starts with things like, I used to be happy.
I used to be so fucking happy.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we all were. Until your fucking content started showing up. Do you know what I mean? And then man like Lewis, the lord of the tragedy, he would just randomly drop something like this mid-scroll.
I will find you, and I will cut off your tiny little dicks.
The tone swings. It's insane. It's insane. This guy lives in a constant battle between heartbreak and full-blown depravity. How is man proudly screaming about genital mutilation, bro?
And I will cut off your tiny little dicks.
Is someone going to check this guy's hard drive? It's definitely necessary.
She's a good mum. She's a good fucking mum.
She's a good mum. Brother, you're shouting this in your car on your own. Obviously, we don't know that. There might be a cameraman. Well, imagine how the cameraman feels during this. That's just, you know. Then again, imagine if it was actually his mum.
She's a good fucking mum.
All right, son, there would have definitely been an easier way to tell me that you love me. You know what I'm saying? Talk about how uncomfortable this whole thing, whether he's got a cameraman, his mum, or whether he's doing it on his own, it's uncomfortable, bro. He does this one too. Yeah, this type. It's regular. I'll post like 10 videos a day, this guy, bro.
He was never the fucking villain.
He was never the villain. What? Maybe he's talking about his uncle after the incident, you know? The fishing trip.
It is time for the truth. We are going to talk about what happened on that fishing trip right here, right now.
There's literally no context. There's not enough context, bro.
He was never the fucking villain.
No explanation. Just pure emotional chaos. Oh. Devastating ongoing tragedy boy is back with another blow. So here he is sprinting around in a high-vis to get to his daughter, who seems to have died again. Surprise, surprise. It's like he's auditioning for some kind of BBC drama. Man's just sprinting from tragedy to tragedy, wailing. Britain's official ambassador of suffering. This man doesn't just make TikToks, you know. He makes tragedy fan fictions for people with no hobbies. It's catastrophic. So yeah, if you ever think you're having a bad day, just remember Lewis Saunders went from cave to coma to his whole family gone, plus more, all in the same month. All the while, Emotions in Life, our good friend, is just screaming to himself in a car.
He was never the fucking villain.
What's going on? So, Lewis is basically a disaster movie extra. Yeah? You can't knock the acting. Emotions in Life is just an emotional Bristolian man with a ring light. And me, traumatized from watching them both. Like and subscribe, or a masked man will take you from behind. I will unfortunately be emotionally unavailable for the foreseeable. Thanks to these guys. Thanks for watching.